In this video, we're going to add some more semantic tags. We're going to be using a web page that we've used before, and it already has the header semantic tag and the nav semantic tags. But we're going to add some more. The ones that we're going to add are main, section, aside, and footer. And these tags identify what their content is doing. So in the main, we're going to put the main content of the web page. And for this particular web page, let me see if I can show it to you. It's going to be all of this from this distractions heading, so just below that header, all the way down to this section. So right here is where we're going to begin the aside. So if I find it here, then I can put the opening main tag here, and then go all the way down to below where all those individual distractions are listed, and put the closing main tag. And then the next section is going to be what's going to be in the aside. And the aside section is to put information. It's like making a sidebar. So it's what do you want to be in the content of the sidebar. And I want all of that down to right there is what's going to be in the side. And the last area that we're going to add is a footer. And the footer, it has a variety of different information that you can help, that's to help the user. So there's the footer. So now if I go back to the web page and I refresh, it actually hasn't made any change at all. So what we've done is we've simply added meaning to our code. Now this is helpful for search engines that are going through the web pages. It's helpful for accessibility. It adds this meaning to the web page and the different parts of it. So, but it doesn't make any visible difference. But we'll use these tags to add style. Now inside these, I'm going to add sections. And sections are areas that contain information that goes together and that you can identify individually. And so each one of these, the way that I'm going to use sections on this particular page is I'm going to make each one of these pieces of information about distractions as a section. In fact, I'm going to start up here at main, and this one's going to be a section as well. Now the section that I'm going to use here and is going to start there and it'll end here. And that's going to be, that intro section. And it's just this very first part up here. And then I'm going to have several sections that are these different sections created by CS 2350 students that identify different distractions and how they've managed to cope with them. And I'm just going to go through and add opening and closing section tags for all of these areas. And this is the last one. I want to make sure that I get that closing section tag inside the main, right? Inside the main area. You want to make sure and nest everything correctly so both the beginning and the end go inside main. So be careful when you're there. Now I'm going to add some sections inside my aside as well. So I want to start one here. And now inside a section, one thing that's important, it's expected that there will be a heading inside each section. And you'll get a warning from the HTML validator if you don't have that. So plan on having a heading inside each section. And there it turns out that I've got looks like I have 6 sections inside here as well. And now again on that very last one, I want to make sure and get that closing section tag inside the aside so it's fully nested. And now when I come back to this page and refresh, again, no change. This isn't changing the way the web page looks. It's adding this semantic meaning, the structural meaning to the web page. And that's it. We've added the main area, the aside area, the footer area, and several sections. And in each section, we've made sure that we have a heading.